Wherever Cormani McClain sets his foot, he gets a flag. We all know what his future would have been when he was with Deion Sanders' program. In the quest to play for a better program, he flicked the transfer switch. And guess what? His transition to Florida Gators, too, was a big oops. On July 17th, the DNVR Sports podcast dedicated an episode to McClain, where they scrutinized what went wrong for the CB in Colorado. The biggest reason is locker room cancer. Deion Sanders Jr. also offered some advice for the former Buffs. All that McClain wanted was not to play for clicks, but instead to play for a real program. Hence, he made use of this transfer season to hit the portal. Even though, initially, the programs were in a dilemma to recruit the ex-Buffs, the CB found his new home in Florida Gators. But his new program, too, turned out to be a not-so-good fit for the player. Going by the allegations, McClain has behavioral issues with Billy Napier's program and landed an immature tag. This, in turn, propelled podcast hosts Jake Schwanitz and RK to address the topic. Even though McClain's behavior is in question, he was never a bad teammate. As Jake confirmed, everyone liked Corman on the team. It's just he didn't put in the work. I guess like locker room cancer, the co-host further elaborated on how his efforts were always questioned in a team setup. RK, too, chimed in to confirm, it wasn't that the guys didn't like him. It wasn't that they thought he was a bad guy. It wasn't any of that. It was just he was really struggling to the word that Travis used, mature. This is something that continues to haunt him in Gators as well. Here's some advice that Deion Jr. has for McClain. A few days back, on July 14th, the senior writer for Gators Online and on 3, Nick DeLatorre, talked about the bumps McClain faced now that he is new to Florida. I was told that Cormani McClain has been late to most of the requirements, meetings, lift, etc. Essentially, you get a warning, then you have to do extra run/lift, which he showed up late to ask well. DeLatorre then revolved around the same reasons as the podcast hosts and highlighted. You're not going to be liked in the locker room if your tardiness/immaturity is causing the rest of your team to have to run. Just immature. Needs to grow up. While it's still not confirmed whether the CB is in choppy waters with Napier's squad, Bucky drops invaluable advice. All he wants is for McClain to put in some effort and stand up for himself and his team. Honestly, he just got to care about this H*T bro. I guess he is a good kid. He just got to care about this SH*T. Advised Deion Jr. now that on July 17th, the Florida HC will take the stage at SEC Media Days in Dallas. We can expect some clarity on the McClain plot.